Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, o anong oras yung napanood ang ating video. Welcome sa ating channel. At our topic for today is about demand functions. This is your Professor, Engineer Eduardo Tapia, magtuturo sa inyo sa araw na ito. Okay, basahin muna natin ito. The relationship between a unit price and the quantity demanded is articulated by the so-called demand equation, and its graph is referred to as a demand curve. In general, the quantity demanded of a commodity increases as the commodity's unit price decreases, and vice versa. Alam natin sa ating demand, the law of demand, when the price increase, the quantity demanded decrease. Okay? Or when the price decreases, then the quantity demanded increases. Right? So we have the a demand function is defined by a P equals D of X, where P is the price, measures the unit price, and X measures the number of units of commodity in question, and is generally characterized as a decreasing function of X. That is, D of X decreases as X increases. Since both X and D of X assumes only non-negative values, the demand curve is that part of the graph of D of X that lies in the first quadrant. As we shown in the right side, nandito po yung ating, this is the demand curve, okay, where the x-axis is the quantity and the y-axis is the price. Okay, where D of X is the price, B is the y-intercept. Okay, ito po yung maximum price when there is no demand. M is the slope, and X is the quantity demanded. Example 1. Determine the slope if the quantity demanded is 50 units when the price is 85 pesos and 130 when the price is 45 pesos. What is the demand function? Our given is X sub 1 equals 50 units and Y sub 1 is 85. X sub 2 is 130 units, Y sub 2 is equal to 45 units. Ang formula ng ating slope, the rise over the run, and that is Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1. Ang ating Y sub 2 is 45, ang ating Y sub 1 is 85. So, sinasubstitute natin yung value. Ang ating X sub 2 ay 130, ang ating X sub 1 ay 50. So, 45 minus 85, that is negative 40, and 130 minus 50 ay 80. So, M equals negative 40 over 80. Kapag i-divide natin, that will become M equals negative 0.5. So, therefore, the slope is negative 0.5. Pag negative, that is decreasing, no? Or the slope is going down. Okay, next, we have to solve what is the demand function. We have to answer this question. So, gagawin natin, we are using now the point slope form. So, ito po yung ating point slope form, that is d of x equals y sub 1 plus m times x minus x sub 1. So, substitute now the value. Ang atin pong y sub 1 is 85 minus 0.5 yung slope natin times x minus 50 ang ating x sub 1. So, that is now 85 minus 0.5x kasi itong 0.5 natin times natin sa x, that is 0.5x. No? Tapos negative 0.5 times negative 50, that is positive 25. So, sunod, i-plus natin si 85 plus 25, that's 110, copy si negative 0.5x. So, our demand function in this case ay 110 minus 0.5x. Next, we are trying to solve using point 2. Okay? And these 2 points, alam natin that lies at the same line. So, ibig sabihin, we come up the same function. So, ganun pa rin ang gagamitin natin formula. D of x equals y sub 2 plus m times x minus x sub 2. Parehas lang to sila. Nagpalit lang po tayo ng subscript. Ito ay 1, dito naman ay 2. Then substitute the value is 45 minus 0.5 times x minus 130 kasi 45 yung y sub 2, ang x sub 2 ay 130. So 45 minus 0.5x plus 65. So 45 plus 65, that's 110 minus 0.5x. So nakita natin that our function ay equals lang. Now, so dahil yung dalawang point na yan ay nanggaling lies on the same line. Okay? So therefore, the demand function is d of x equals 110 minus 0.5x. Example number 2. Given the demand function, d of x equals 230 minus 0.75x. Letter A. How much is the price in pesos if the quantity demanded is 90 units? B. How many quantity demanded in units if the price is 155 pesos? Our given for A, you have x is 90 units and you have the d of x equals 230 minus 0.75x. So solution for A, we are using now the function d of x equals 230 minus 0.75x. So at x equals 90, so you have now d of 90 equals 230 minus 0.75 times 90, which is the value of x. And 0.75 times 90, that is 67.5. So 230 minus 67.5, ang ating D90 o the price is 162.50 pesos. So therefore, the price is 162.50. So ganun lang kadali. Kapag ang given ay units, substitute lang natin sa x value and then we can compute now the price. Okay, next. Sagutan naman natin ang letter B. Ang given niya, ang price ay 155 pesos. So that is d of x. Ang given function ay d of x equals 230 minus 0.75x. So this is the solution. We are using the function d of x equals 230 minus 0.75x. Ang ating d of x ay 155. So substitute natin yung 155 dito sa d of x. So equals 230 minus 0.75x. Tapos ito, dahil x, nandito yung hinahanap nating variable, ilipat natin siya dito sa kabila o transpose natin. Kaya nagiging positive 0.75x kasi negative naging positive. Ito namang 155, lipat naman natin dito. So naging negative 155. So 230 minus 155, ang sagot ay 75. Divide natin ng negative 0.75 both sides. So 75 divided by 0.75, ang x natin ay 100 units. So therefore, the quantity demanded QD is equal to 100 units. So that is our final answer. Example number 3. Determine the maximum price and the maximum quantity demanded if the demand function is d of x equals 540 minus 1.2x. Graph the function. So, ang given natin ay d of x equals 540 minus 1.2x. Okay, solution natin, let x is 0 if price is maximum. Ibig sabihin, this is the maximum price in terms of demand kapag ang quantity ay walang bumili, no? If x is 0 or the quantity demanded ay 0. So d of x equals 540 minus 1.2 times 0. Since x is 0, so substitute natin dito sa ating function, that is 1.2x, so times 0 natin. So d of 0 equals 540 since 1.2 times 0 ay 0. So therefore, the maximum price is 540 pesos. Okay, that's point 1, 0, 540 para mamaya pag i-graph natin. Next, kapag ang price naman ay free, okay, or walang 0 is price, yung price natin 0, d of x equals 0. So ibig sabihin libre yung product. So d of x equals 540 minus 1.2x. So ang d of x natin ay 0. So equals 540 minus 1.2x. So kapag ilipat natin itong negative 1.2x dito sa kabila, naging 1.2x equals 540. Tapos divide natin both side by 1.2. So 540 minus 1.2, ang x units natin ay 450 units. Therefore, the maximum quantity demanded kapag libre ang produkto ay 450 units. Okay? Or ang ating point number 2 ay 450, 0. Now, kapag i-graph natin ang function, this is the graph, no? Ang y-axis ay quantity, ang x-axis ay price. Okay? So you have now point number 2, 450, 0. Yan. So nasa x-intercept. Tapos ang ating point 1, 0, 540. Okay? So that's the demand. Yan. So yan ang ating demand function. D of x equals 540 minus 1.2x. Okay? Next, example number 4. Determine the price when there is no demand and maximum quantity demanded if the demand function d of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. So dito, quadratic curves, no? Kasi ang ating function, ang highest degree ay 2. So, since x squared ito, quadratic po ang ating function. Okay, given ang d of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. So kapag no demand, x is 0 o walang bumibili, and that is now the price, no? Titingnan natin. D of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. Okay, so ang demand natin ay 0, so 0 squared minus 10 times 0 plus 25. So ang d of x ay 25. So, price when there is no demand is 25 pesos. But 25 pesos is not the maximum price. In this case, hindi siya maximum price. So, makita natin mamaya. Okay, let dx equals 0 if it is free. So, ito naman, ang 0 naman dito ang masabi natin, the minimum price. No? So, d of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. So that is 0 minus equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. So ang x squared minus 10x plus 25 ay perfect square trinomial. Okay? So dahil dyan, ang ating factoring dyan ay binomial siya. The product of binomial. Okay? Wherein the sum of binomial. No? Kasi perfect square trinomial ito eh. Or the square of the binomial. Okay, x minus 5 times x minus 5, that is the factor, equals 0. So therefore, x equals 5, that's the value. So the maximum quantity demanded is 5 units when x is 0. Now, kapag i-graph natin yung function, this is the graph. Okay, parabola siya, opening upward. Pero kinuha lang natin yung first quadrant kasi positive values kinukuha natin. Dahil ang price at saka yung quantity demanded must be positive. Ito yung ating analysis. The function is not linear, it is quadratic and particularly a parabola. No maximum price but minimum price of 0 when x equals 5. Sunod, maximum quantity demanded when price is free is 5 units. So nakita natin dito, 5 units yung ating quantity demanded. Okay? Ito yung price natin. But this 25 is not the maximum price kasi after ng after ng 5 na x natin, dito 0 ang kanyang y. Pero after nun, pataas na po ang ating equation, and it is increasing without bound. So, hindi na po natin ma-determine ang maximum price nito. Now, this is now our, tingnan natin itong comparison. This is the picture, no? And this is our function. Ito yung graph natin, yung parabola. Ito yung typical demand. Yun yung una nating example. Okay. Doon sa example natin, na una, yung example 1, 2, 3. Okay, yung shape nitong ating function ay U-shape. Okay, ang typical demand dapat ay downward sloping. Okay, going down. Okay, thus it follows law of demand. Ang function na given natin na parabola, only partially kasi hanggang mula dito hanggang dito lang. Okay? Tapos, ang typical demand dapat it follows the laws of demand. Has maximum price, ang function nating given ay wala. Okay? But mayroon sa typical demand at the quantity equals 0. Has maximum quantity, dito rin wala. Kasi tuloy-tuloy pa tong function niya dito tuloy-tuloy pa tong maximum demand. But dito sa typical demand, mayroon, no? So, ang quadratic curves commonly kapag law of demand ang pinag-usapan, hindi siya applicable doon. Okay, partially applicable lang, no? This is your activity to answer. Number 1, determine the maximum price and the quantity demanded if the demand function is d of x equals 45 minus 1.5x. What is the price when the quantity demanded is 10 pesos? Graph the function. Number 2, a grocery store noticed that the demand of the product A is 60 units when the price is 120 pesos. But when it is free, the demand is 250 units. Find the slope and the demand function. Graph the given function. Number 3, a restaurant reserved 60 orders for a particular product when the price is 220 pesos. However, the manager noticed that a reduction of 20 pesos in price makes an order increase by 25 orders. Letter A, what is the slope of this problem? Letter B, determine the demand function. C, how many orders was placed when the price is 200 pesos? Okay, that is your demand function problems, and I hope you learn from this video lesson. So pwede nyo i-recall, reviewin, no? Ang the equation of the line and other related topics on this. Thank you very much. God bless.